the notorious Radio Shack model 12587. Today, we're not going to do anything spooky, we're just going to make it a leather case. So here we have our little pocket radio, the 12587. We'll flip it over, show you the back, model, all the specs, and of course this little radio is quite notorious simply because it is very easily hacked into what some people refer to as a ghost box. Basically, you just break the scan function on it, and as you can see, it'll scan without stopping at any channel. The idea is to pick up random words and phrases in the white noise that are allegedly voices from the other side. The legitimacy of a device like this is certainly in the mind of the individual user. I personally only have this radio because it was part of a folklore / occult demonstration that I was part of, and it only cost me $15. But as you can see from these little clips here, to the true believer, these things can catch quite a bit of money with this little hack installed. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today to make a leather case for this thing. So let's start with the pattern. And of course the next step is to transfer the pattern to the leather. Before we die, pun intended, let's go ahead and knock in the stitch line. Well, our stitch lines are knocked into both of these, and as you can see on this side, I also did some grooving to make the folding of the leather a little bit easier. Time to start putting this thing together. I'm just using a simple cross stitch, baseball style stitch, down all the edges. So here's our basic design. There's really not that much to it. This leather needs to be stretched out quite a bit. This flap's going to come over the top, something like that. I'm going to curve it off or cut it or something. But again, this needs to be molded down here a little bit better. And to do that, we will grab our radio, slide it in. Test fitting is always good on projects like this. You can see we're nice and tight all the way around. I think that's going to work. I'm not necessarily sure I want to make this so that you can actually hear it inside the case, so I don't think I'm going to put like any speaker holes in the front of this, but I might put a strap across the top here. Haven't quite decided yet. Let's just keep moving. So this is the basic curve I'm going to use for this front flap. Let's get that cut off and then punch a hole in this thing so that we can put a snap on it. Here you can see my basic setup for setting this snap in the front. Let's get it done. Tap it into place. So there's the base part of the snap. Let's line that up, punch a hole into the top flap, and get the other part of the snap set in place as well. All done. So there we go, and that's the snap that I found that I feel really fit the motif for this particular radio case. And as you can see, that's not a rivet, it's actually a snap. Pretty cool. Our little radio fits in nice and snug, everything's secure, and maybe it keeps it safe for a couple more years. And adds a little bit of flair to this thing. And oh yeah, I got a little something here on the back as well that you might be interested in. I figured, why not? Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully this video gave you some ideas of how you can make a simple leather case for your radio or ghost box or whatever. If it did, well, you know what to do. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe. Or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.